Hey there friends, Sunshine Squirrel here, your friendly neighborhood veterinarian who loves all things animals and all things Disney. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest Disney news, food reviews, room tours, and much more, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you never miss when I post. When it comes to your Disney World vacation, you want to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck. And by that I mean that there are a lot of attractions at Walt Disney World that have colossal wait times, anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, sometimes even 4 hours, depending upon the time of year that you go. But what you often find is that some of the attractions only last for about 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to be letting you guys know the longest lasting rides on the entire Walt Disney World property so you can make sure that you are enjoying the longest Disney attraction experiences possible. Alright, so first up we are headed to Magic Kingdom and we are talking about It's a Small World. It's a Small World is a boat attraction that takes you along the Seven Seas waterway, and during this 10-minute boat ride you're going to visit 7 continents. Now, a little history about this ride is that it first premiered at the 1964 to 1965 Newark World's Fair, and it was actually overseen by Walt Disney himself in support of UNICEF. It lasted for 2 seasons at the fair, and then it was moved to Disneyland in May 28, 1966. In 1971, a remake of this attraction was made for Disney World opening, and for the classic It's a Small World song that we all love to sing and gets stuck in our head for days, was actually written by Richard and Robert Sherman, who wrote a lot of songs for the Walt Disney World Company. You'll also see Mary Blair style throughout the ride, including how the costumes and the designs of the children throughout the ride are. And Alice Davis was the Disney designer that oversaw the costuming. And there's actually over 300 costumes that were made for all of the different dolls that you see throughout the ride, and Disney even used authentic material like silks and fine wools to represent the different countries throughout the attraction. Alright, the Tomorrowland People Mover is up next. This is a 10-minute journey taking you sky high throughout Tomorrowland. Now, this ride gives you a unique perspective of the Walt Disney World Park and also gives you a little behind-the-scenes look at some of your favorite Tomorrowland attractions, including Buzz Lightyear, as well as Space Mountain. And a unique fact about this ride is that it's actually powered by magnetic linear induction motors. And heading on over to Fantasyland, there you can take a 3D adventure through the movies with Donald Duck in Mickey's Philharmonic. This 3D production lasts around 10 minutes long and is a really fun way to be able to sit back, relax, and sing along with some of your favorite songs. Next up, we have the Jungle Cruise, which is a 10-minute and 10,000-mile journey taking you from Asia, Africa, and South America, all within the comfort of your little steam-powered boat. Your skipper will take you through daring jungle adventures while also entertaining you with some of the best jokes that you've ever heard. And if you don't believe me, well, you're in denial. Next, we're heading over to Splashi Mountain, which is a 10-minute flume ride that takes you to the Southern Bayou. This ride features over 100 animatronics and 950,000 gallons of waters, including 3 dips and a 5-story drop. You'll travel along with Brer Rabbit as he makes his journey, trying to outsmart Brer Fox and Brer Bear, and hopefully along the way you'll find your laughing place. All aboard! All passengers departing for the Walt Disney World Railroad. This enjoyable 12-minute journey around the Magic Kingdom Park has 3 train station stops, one at Main Street USA, Frontierland, and Storybook Circus. It's a great way to travel and be able to see all the behind-the-scenes attractions and different areas of the Magic Kingdom Park. Next up, we're heading over to Epcot for Living with the Land. This attraction is located in the Land Pavilion, and it's a 15-minute water journey that takes you on the history of agriculture and lets you get a behind-the-scenes look at the current horticulture productions that are occurring at Disney World. It's actually a unique fact to know about this attraction is that if you eat at Sunshine Seasons or if you eat at the Garden Grill, all of the vegetables and fruits that you see actually growing on this ride are served at those restaurants. So you actually get to taste a little bit of what the horticulturists at Disney are doing. Over to Hollywood Studios, put on those 3D glasses because we are headed into Muppet Vision 3D. This is a 15-minute 3D movie where you can enjoy your classic Muppet characters, including Kermit, Miss Piggy, Bean Bunny, Gonzo, and so much more. This production was a collaboration between Jim Henson Productions and Walt Disney Imagineering, and it's just a classic Disney ride that is sure to be a fun family favorite. Now we're headed on over to Grizzly Hall for the Country Bear Jamboree. This fun-filled party lasts 16 minutes long, featuring 18 audio animatronics. And a unique history about this ride is that it was actually planned for a never-built Disney ski resort in Mineral King, California. The attraction was then moved to Florida for the 1971 opening, and it was actually one of Walt Disney's last attractions that he oversaw the production of. And you'll be sure to clap your hands and stomp your feet as you try to keep with that rhythm of the Country Bear Jamboree. Next, we're headed over to Epcot for Spaceship Earth. Now, this classic ride was created in 1982 for the opening of Epcot Center. It's a 16-minute omni-mover attraction in which guests are taken through time. You'll journey back in time to see early cavemen and even journey through the Renaissance and see the development of different inventions and technology throughout time. And even though this attraction has gone through many changes throughout the years, including changes of scenery, as well as changing in the narrators, as well as even in the music, it continues to be a Disney fan favorite and a classic Epcot attraction. All right, we're headed back to Magic Kingdom, and we're going to join our narrator, Mark Twang, on the Liberty Square Riverboat. This 17-minute trip takes you along the Mississippi River. You'll get to see behind-the-scenes looks of Splash Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, as well as different caves and different friends, and even a fort along the way. This attraction takes place on an actual steam engine-powered boat equipped with 4 docks. Although there's limited seating on this ride and it can be quite warm during the summer months, it's a great way to sit back, relax, and take in the sights and sounds of Frontierland and Tom Sawyer Island. We are now headed to the Great Big Beautiful Carousel of Progress. This 20-minute attraction actually takes you through 4 generations of progress in a revolving theater. It was actually designed for Edison Square at Disneyland, and it was actually known as Progress Land and appeared at the 1964 to 1965 New York World's Fair, just like It's a Small World. Richard and Robert Sherman also wrote the song There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, which is featured throughout this attraction. Following its success at the New York World's Fair, it was moved to Disneyland and called the Carousel of Progress. It wasn't until 1975 that this attraction was then moved to Magic Kingdom in Disney World. It was rewritten and restaged to be called The Best Time of Your Life. In 1994, it was restored back to its original Carousel Progress and the notorious theme song, There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. And last but certainly not least, coming in at a whopping 25 minutes is the Hall of Presidents. It takes you through American history through the lens of our many presidents. Originally, the Hall of Presidents was equipped with wax figures, but Walt was a little disappointed with how the wax figures looked. So he challenged his engineers to come up with audio animatronics. It actually premiered in 1964 at the New York World's Fair as Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. In 1971, it was expanded to include all of the presidents, and it was renamed the Hall of Presidents. This 3 digital projection screen attraction equipped with audio animatronics is sure to give you and your family an opportunity to pause and remember the great presidents that we've had throughout history. And those are all the longest lasting rides at the Walt Disney World Resort. Let me know in the comments below if there are any other rides that you guys think are pretty long and worth waiting in that queue line for. Make sure to share this video, like it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!